What a nice warm day we've had across the KELOLAND region. Should be nice quiet this evening. Overnight tonight, we could actually have a few showers coming into the northeastern part of South Dakota, and Sioux Falls could get a few sprinkles toward midnight. Otherwise, a low 47. Aberdeen with those evening showers bottoming out at 38. Pier 42, Rapid City 39. Then tomorrow, it's going to be warm and breezy. 71 Sioux Falls, 65 Aberdeen, 68 in Pier, windy 64 in Rapid City. But we will see showers. Northern or western portions of South Dakota continuing to spread to the east. Sioux Falls could see some of those by tomorrow night. And then Friday's going to be windy and much colder. Details on that and your weekend coming up. KELOLAND News starts now.
Live from KELOLAND Media Group, KELOLAND News First at 4.
Sioux Falls is trying out a new program to help people who are food insecure. The goal? To make a food market mobile.
Plus, Montana Republican leaders have voted to bar a transgender state lawmaker from the 2023 session.
And later, what you need to know about the new CDC guidelines when it comes to getting COVID-19 vaccines. Good afternoon, and thanks for tuning in to First at 4. I'm Don Jorgensen.
And I'm Bridget Bennett. Today, the city of Sioux Falls announced a new partnership that will work to address food insecurity in the city. $250,000 from the Eat Well grant program is now going to Sioux Falls Thrive to start a pilot program called the Eat Well Mobile Market. 10
organizations will be on the advisory board for the mobile market, including Feeding South Dakota, Fair Market, and the Sioux Falls Food Co-op.
Coming together to ensure equitable access to regular, reliable, healthy, affordable retail grocery options for low-income, low-access neighborhoods in Sioux Falls.
Urban Box says the mobile market shelves will be stocked with reclaimed grocery items and SNAP benefits will be accepted. Coming up on KELOLAND News at 5, Lauren Solik looks at the need for this type of program. I'll turn you to weather. It was a nice spring day out there.
It was beautiful. I hope people had a chance to get out and get some outdoor activities done.
Yeah, even a chance this evening, Megan.
Yes, it's nice. We're above normal for this time of year, actually, by a few degrees here in Sioux Falls. Right now, Sioux Falls sitting at 66 degrees. We do have plenty of sunshine still, but south winds at 13 miles an hour. As we head around our region, 72 right now in Aberdeen, watching a few rain showers moving in on the horizon. Southwest winds at 22 miles an hour with even higher wind gusts this afternoon. In Pier, plenty of sunshine, 72. South winds at 16 this afternoon. And in Rapid City, mostly cloudy skies, 68. North winds at 16 miles an hour with a few higher gusts. Like I said, everybody is a little bit above normal for this time of year. We do have temperatures in the 60s and low 70s. Normal for this time of year is the low 60s. We also have a strong south to southwest wind of 15 to 25 miles an hour. We will keep that around overnight as well. If we look at KELOLAND Live Doppler, we do have a few rain showers moving from about Eagle Butte to Mobridge, closing in on Aberdeen. Aberdeen and northeastern KELOLAND could see a few of those later this evening. For tonight, Sioux Falls could see a few sprinkles around midnight. Otherwise breezy, a low of 47, 38 in Aberdeen with those evening rain showers, 42 in Pier, mostly cloudy, and 39 in Rapid City. Then tomorrow, those rain showers do become more widespread. Temperatures are going to remain about the same in the 60s and low 70s. We could see those winds picking up, though, in Sioux Falls and Rapid City. We'll have a closer look at your windy weekend in just a little bit.
Thank you, Megan. The flooding along the Mississippi and Minnesota rivers continues to hammer cities as homes and businesses are damaged by the rising waters. But there could be an end in sight. There's been a lull between last weekend's rain and the forecast for the next few weeks. Meteorologists say a lot of the rivers are already cresting or have crested. The few that haven't should be doing so in the next few days. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz also stressed the importance of communities activating their flood responses quickly.
I think the good news is, once again, the preparations that were put in place still at this point in time, we've not seen extensive damage either to homes or to public infrastructure. And we now get this little lull between the last rains over the weekend and where we're seeing over the next 10 to 14 days an opportunity to be right at the heart of this and to get a better idea for folks maybe where this lands.
Officials say they will continue to keep a very close eye on the weather. Now, in Iowa, 2 islands on the Mississippi River are closed off from the mainland because of the flooding. Several homes on the Esmond and Able Islands are already underwater. One man had to use a boat to reach his car in Gutenberg, Iowa.
And it just looks like it's sitting there. It doesn't look like it's moving at all. But once you see the video of it crossing the road, you really see how much current's there, and that the river is something that you can't take for granted.
Now, he was planning to head back to his home, even through his basement is filling up with water.
Well, the Montana legislature became a battleground over transgender rights, with lawmakers holding a closely watched vote concerning one of their colleagues. Michael George has the story.
Motion passes.
The nation's highly charged debate over transgender rights exploded into view in Montana. House lawmakers voted to ban Zoe Zephyr from the floor after an impassioned debate.
The representative from House District number 100 clearly violated the rules, collective rights, safety, dignity, integrity, and decorum of the House of Representatives.
So I think that we need to just put this behind us, let her represent the people that she represents.
The state's first openly transgender lawmaker, Zephyr, ignited a firestorm last week when she said her colleagues would have blood on their hands if they banned gender-affirming medical care. Saying her remarks were inappropriate, Republican leaders barred Zephyr from House debates until she apologizes.
No representative is above our House rules.
While Zephyr raised her microphone in the air, protesters packed the House gallery Monday, followed by police in riot gear. Before the vote, Zephyr said she stands by her words.
When you take away the health care that people need to live joyous, fulfilling lives, when you make it so they can't access that health care, you leave them in very dire conditions.
Montana voters watched the controversy unfold, many wondering what it would say about their state.
I do know that she's been pigeonholed and wrongfully silenced, and it just feels very unconstitutional.
Zephyr will still be allowed to vote on bills remotely. The Democrat says she will not be silenced and will continue to stand up for her community. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
North Dakota's governor has signed a bill that limits access to bathrooms as well as locker and shower rooms for transgender and gender nonconforming people. That includes dorms and living facilities controlled by the State Board of Higher Education, penitentiaries, and correctional facilities. Transgender or gender nonconforming people would need to get approval from a staff member to use the restroom or shower of their choice.